Jimmy, and Santa.
I'm on my lunch break, okay?
Hey everyone, Thordan Smash here, and it's snowing in Denver, so I thought no better time to get warm and talk about the new Wintertide Collection event coming in less than 2 weeks for Apex Legends, and what's going to be coming to change it and make it a little bit different than we've seen before, and also how we are also getting a little bit of the same stuff that we've also seen, and how that could impact Apex Legends in the future, unless they start changing a couple of things around. We're also going to give out 45 bucks. All you gotta do is like, comment, subscribe. You guys know the drill, but without further ado, let's talk about this collection event. Okay, so we have the new Wintertide Collection event launching in just 2 weeks on December 6th, and this is going to be a little bit different than we've seen before. As we've covered, this is the longest season ever, and so the events are going to be longer than ever as well, as this one will be going on for 3 weeks. But the big question is, well, what do we have to keep us occupied during this event? Well, as we know, Winter Express is coming back, and we have played this. It's a very familiar mode. It's on the World's Edge map. They bring back the train, which is probably the best part about that map. I still have no reason why they got rid of it, but you go around and it's rapid respawning, and you try to control different points on the train. Now, while I am glad that this mode is returning, it is a little sad to see that it doesn't look like they've done any major upgrades to it. And so I actually wanted to pose a question. I hope Respawn sees this, but I think that since we haven't had a new weapon since season 11, you know what would be really fun is if they added some of the leaked weapons, such as if they added in the thematic, which is a dual wield akimbo weapon that can charge up and fire, or even the nemesis, which had completely done models, or really any number of the ones that were in that giant leak. If you just threw them in for a week or two for the player base to test them out, you could probably get a lot of feedback on whether or not they would work into the meta of the game. You would also get a lot of bugs and issues sorted out that you're probably dealing with, as they are hiring for a ton of playtesters, and it would just be a really good way to experiment with them to see if they could fit into the main game, and also to give us something a little bit different to play with and try and test out. I just think this would be a great way to add it in and at least make the event a little bit more fun. Along with that, it would be nice if we had a rotating LTM UI. This has been brought up a lot before by multiple different creators, including pros, and with the competition of Overwatch 2 and Modern Warfare 2 and Warzone 2, it would probably be a good idea to have more ways for players to play the game to compete with those titles directly, or at least keep them engaged, as right now the viewership, as we've gone over, has been steadily declining. Now, of course, with this Winter Express mode, there are going to be some badges you can get. However, they aren't very difficult. They have the Wintertide Avalanche, Wintertide Wipeout, and Wintertide Restoration, as you can see here, and they're pretty easy to get. You deal 15,000 damage to an enemy players in any mode, get 50 kills or assists in any mode, and restore 25 health in any mode, which honestly should only take 1 week, yet the event is lasting 3. The plus side is there will be free prize trackers. One is going to be an epic alternator skin on the top right, as you can see. Along with that, you'll also be able to get an Apex pack, and probably the best award will be an epic Gibby skin. Although the skin isn't anything to write home about, at least it's some reward that you can get for free for just playing. But of course, it isn't a collection event unless there are other skins that you can buy with money. None of these you will be able to get into the game for free by earning, nor will you be able to use Apex Legends tokens on. These are all courtesy of Kralrindo, and this actually follows the theme of a regular collection event, as you can see here. Although it is a little bit different from normal collection events, because instead of getting the new heirloom of Seer that everyone has been hyped for, we are getting the return of the prestige skins, and this one will be for wraith. And while the wraith skin is really cool, it has 3 different stages, and these skins do have amazing finishers to add to it, it is still nowhere near worth $160 or buying every single one of these winter's themed skins. Don't get me wrong, I'm always happy for new events and new content coming to the game, but it would be nice if they decided to freshen things up a bit and give us something we didn't expect, such as adding in those new weapons like we talked about with Winter Express, something that just makes it feel different and nothing that we have seen before. This isn't simply like adding control, which is a new type of LTM. This is actually adding new content into the game directly with things that you could actually tease for the future of the game to get people hyped for it and want to see come back, and you would get a lot of positive feedback from the community. Again, I'm excited for the winter event. I think it's going to be fun for at least a week. I don't know if there's enough content here to really last 3 weeks as they're planning, but we'll just have to wait and see. Let me know down below, how do you guys feel about the Wintertide event? Would you like to see some changes where you can have different weaponry in the Winter Express mode, or are you happy with just playing it the way that it always has been? And how do you feel about that Wraith Prestige skin? And until next time, Legends, keep slaying in the Outlands, and I'll see you out there.